How come the smallest one of the three of you scouts is pulling the wagon? You're in management. What's her job? Sales. And then you got the worker bee, the littlest one of the whole bunch. Joe Degenhart, build a booth on the Superstock side. Yeah, buddy. What do you think? Awful nice pass. That was Julia Ray. Going to bring up Matt Goodwin up next on the Superstock side on the Intimidator. Distance for Julia good enough for fifth spot at 327.285 for Mac Daddy. 327.285. Matt Goodwin coming to the track on the Superstock side.
Hey everybody, I'm going to do a special show today about how pullers, why pullers name their pullers what they do. I've been an announcer for a long time. I don't do that much announcing anymore, but I still enjoy it when I do. And I always wonder, why did that puller name their puller what they do? So I put a couple posts out on the old Facebook today, and I want to share some of the things we got in there. Hey, is it Alois? You follow, you do a lot of good stuff, Alois Rybicki. He posts a lot of cool videos on our Beer Money Pulling Team group, but I can't say his name, so I butchered that. Chuck Hobbs, you're probably farming. Greg Ratz, I'm not sure. I recognize Greg's name, but I don't know if Greg's a farmer or not. So I know a lot of guys are farming in the field right now. But happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for watching all of our impromptu lives. We had a Pro Stock Power Rankings this week. Paul Romack wrote down the difference between a 5.0 Pro Stock. Chris Weigel has requested that we call them 5.0 Pro Stocks, not 5-inch Pro Stocks. Versus, I said an Outlaw Pro Stock versus an NTPA or PPL Pro Stock, but that's it. I want to get into this. So you don't listen. You're not on here to listen to me yak. I'm here one of a kind. That's fair enough. I'm gonna share my screen. So I put it on 3 different Facebook pages today. Beer Money Pulling Team page, the Beer Money Pulling Team group. Groups are really important. I know some of you understand that because anybody can post in a group, but you have to kind of monitor your group and make sure nothing bad happens to that as well. Also, in celebration of me getting to go to California, I'm doing 10% off today at beermoneypullingteam.com. I'm actually doing it through the 15th of October. So if you want to save 10% off on hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, go to beermoneypullingteam.com, click on Beer Money Gear and type in coupon code California and you'll save 10%. So I'm going to go through the comments we got on here. I think sometimes Byron Miller is watching from Iowa. Chuck Hobbs, married into an Irish family, hence the leprechaun. Our scoring is 317, equals St. Patrick's Day and Megan's birthday. There you go. I like it. Chuck has a mini rod called the Leprechaun for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. So let's start with the Beer Money Pulling Team group. If you have not done this yet, I want you to join this group. It's awesome. It is very interactive. We have 60,000 members in it, and people are posting polling stuff daily. So that is in the comments now. So I am going to. So basically, the Remedy, that tractor right there, that's mine. It is named the Remedy because my wife says tractor pulling is a disease, because she says you spend money you don't have and time you don't have to go tractor pulling. So when I bought my first tractor back in 2012, I named it the Remedy. So that's why it's the Remedy. I just put some pictures up for show. So we have 3 comments on here. Okay, so Gordon Cox commented. Oh, I want to click on that, make the picture bigger. My dad named his truck the Pink Panther because we used to watch the cartoon Saturday mornings when he got done milking. So there's a Pink Panther. So sometimes it's as simple as that. Why you named your truck or your tractor the way you did. Jeanette Meisinger, of course, they got Scrappy, the Scrappy Diesel Superstock, the Minneapolis Moline. She didn't put a picture up with it, but I did do that on the Outlaw page. She said Scrappy was named that because Doug Meisinger and Mark Ulmer combined their scrap parts to build Scrappy. And somebody actually made the comment on another page that it runs pretty good for scrap parts. And then Tammy Hewinex says, back when I used to pull mini rods, we had a pull in Colorado. I was driving my father-in-law's at the time while mine was being built. My hubby Jason was driving me back and forth on the 4-wheeler. Mark and Judy Stagg, was teasing me about being a diva for being driven around. After my pull, which was extremely a dusty track, I went back to the pits covered head to toe in dirt. Judy took one look and said, I was a dirt diva now. Hey, now that's cool. Well, the name stuck and crossed over to the 2-wheel drive truck. So that's awesome. Yeah, not so many scrap parts anymore. Absolutely there. So that's on the Beer Money Pulling Team group. Again, here's our YouTube video from the diesel truck drags in Hub City last night. That's up on YouTube. I want to show you, here we go. These are the Make and Pull Memories. They do a nice job with all their photos. I want to find the one here I'm looking for. We did a post with pedal tractors. I posted that 4 days ago. That's got 63 pictures of different pedal tractors. There are a lot of cool pedal tractors out there, guys. Your uncle had the Iron Elk. You're related to Rops? Oh, man, that's like my favorite tractor of all time, Byron. Yesterday I did one, show me your helmet. So I got 49 people posted a picture of a helmet. A lot of cool helmets out there for you pullers. This is one that did really good. I said this Friday we're going to switch it up. Instead of front end Friday, we did a rear end Friday. Some of you have nice rears to show. Here's the rear of my tractor, the Remedy. There's 301 comments. So a lot of different rears were posted in this. So it's kind of fun to see all the different setups and rear ends of different people's trucks and tractors out there. So I enjoyed that. So that's on the Beer Money Pulling Team group. So there's the comments there. On the Beer Money, let's go to Outlaws next. I post this on the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling page. Got 22 comments on here. Oops. So it's the same thing. Chuck Hobbs has a comment. Our new mini rod is named Buford L. After a long time neighbor that always stopped by when the garage door was open. Might have heard the same story many times, but can't replace the knowledge of old timers. Well done, Chuck. Well done. Okay, here we go. Got some comments here. So Derek Flesner says, sold my tractor. First tractor in 2013 due to not feeling well. Was diagnosed with heart failure. Once I felt good enough to pull again, I built this tractor, hence the name Bad Ticker. There we go. So we'll blow that up. There's Derek's Bad Ticker. So when you see Bad Ticker, now you know why it was named, what it was named. Good job. Okay, got lots of comments on there. Oh, Justin Hoffman, the last one. Okay, the last 5488 to roll off the International Assembly line was often referred as the last one. That is where last one standing comes from. We had a serial tag made that is one digit past the last one built and put that on the tractor. A few IH enthusiasts have actually caught on to the saying anything without us saying anything about it to them. So now everybody knows. Yeah, Ference, now you know the story. Yeah, Jumpin' Jack Flash, we all know. We did a behind the helmet with Ference and Nate. Jumpin' Jack Flash 3.6 Pro Stock diesel truck. It's a Ford through and through. That's on YouTube. Go to YouTube, our Beer Money Pulling Team, and search for Jumpin' Jack Flash behind the helmet with the Vegas. That's awesome there. But yeah, I like that. That's cool. That's such a beautiful tractor. I love the stance of Hoffman's tractor. I love how it sits so low. So, okay, Roger Rui. He's building a 4.1 to compete in my class. So that's cool. When I used to stock car race, I had one enough features. They put a bounty on me for someone to beat me. One night, the announcer called me one mean farmer, and the name stuck. So there you go. That's his 85 Light Limited Pro there, or his 466 tractor, or his Light Limited Pro, 85 Limited Pro. There's a lot of different names for that class throughout the country, but that's his tractor right there. Monty Getz, he's from Canada. It was because it's got twin new style Hemis, which are competitive in our area. So Tough Enough. So you named his tractor Tough Enough it's because it's got two twin new style Hemis, which are competitive in our area. So it's good looking rig there, Monty. I saw Monty pull at Gordyville with his mini rod back before COVID. So good picture there. That's from Richard J. Bedford Photography. Richard J, I think. Nice photo. Monty Getz posted that. Dana Lindbergh says, waiting for someone to name their tractor Farm Bred and Corn Fed. Well, I know there's some corn feds out there. Here's one. Bruce King. Growing up in central Illinois, I looked up to the Little family from Tuscola, Illinois. Of course, everybody knows Chris and Lance Little. Chris had a 5010 John Deere known as the War Wagon, so I named my 4010 the Little War Wagon. Great name. Great name on that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's the Little War Wagon. I can see that tractor a lot this summer. Carly Pastuca. She's got a mini rod. I couldn't think of a name, so we just put unknown as we didn't have a name, and that's the way Jason Schultz announced it. It just kind of stuck. Unknown pulling team. So Carly and her dad, I think, live in the Dakotas, and they would come to our events in Richland Center, and I would help announce them because I helped run them. And I just said, well, the name of this tractor is unknown because they just did it, and that's kind of neat because I forgot I had named that tractor. So Carly said they did that. So Bruce T. King, there's the original War Wagon. That's Little's. That's what his previous post above was about. Dylan Frickin. Sorry there, Dylan. He's got a cool tractor. Family tradition, because I am a third generation modified puller. And there you have it. Family tradition. FultonCountyFair.com. Let's see if we get more photos there. It's okay to smile, Wayne. That's probably one of them spammers. It says long neck or cattle, so I'm guessing not. Why did she say? Oh, she commented on Wayne's poster picture up here because I put Wayne in the pictures when I was flipping through. I just put random photos up for the people to. Yeah, there's Wayne. He didn't know I was taking his picture. For my post. So, hey, thanks, Russ. I'm just trying to have some fun. Greg Grant says, we named ours one of a kind, wanted something different. And with this paint scheme, I can play it both ways. You just got beat by a lawnmower, or I can say it's only a lawnmower. It's my life's idea. And there you go. One of a kind. Greg, send me a picture of that. That'd be cool. So that's on the Outlaw page. Again, this thread will keep going, and we'll get more and more schemes on them, or not schemes, answers on it. And it's fun to do that. And then we'll grab these and share them around as well. But tell your favorite puller to answer that for you. I mean, that's what it's all about. So on the Beer Money page, we got 47 comments. This should be good. Corey Code, Captain Hook, says, named by my kids who were 5 and 8 at the time. Perfect. And their kids are going to remember that forever. That's a good looking truck. That's a Pro Mod truck, I think, out west. Jason Wyges says, I named it EPA approved because F the EPA. I think we all know what he means by he says F the EPA. So I see duals. So it's probably a 3.0 limited pro stock diesel truck. That would be my guess. Matt Eilenberger. This one's cool. Matt Eilenberger, excuse me. I named it Who Made Who? Because I built it a few years after battling cancer and losing my arm as a way of testing and proving to myself that I could still do it, that I could wrench on it, put it together and run it. The name is across the back of the roll bar. Who Made Who? And you can clearly see that he lost his arm. So that is super cool, Matt. Matt, you're an inspiration, buddy. You're an inspiration. So many whiners in this world, and you're out there making it happen. So a lot of good comments on there. Roos didn't even know he lost his arm. Wow, here we go. How do you run the throttle and steer at the same time? Who made who? We haven't got that question answered yet, but that's on the back of his tractor. It's a 1206, right? I think. Gotta go back a second. Yep, 12.0. That's cool, Matt. Way to go, buddy. Joey Haberman says named it Whiplash after the Metallica song. There you go. Joey is out west, I know for sure. Up in Oregon, I believe. Jennifer Willis says named Insane Addiction after our Business Plus. I love the name. Makes me feel insanely addicted. So that's a good looking truck there. Not sure where Jennifer's from. That looks like maybe one of Allen Photography's. I've seen that logo, that watermark before, but great photo there. Jeff Korkmeyer, the dude. Excuse me, Korkenmeyer. The dude, I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. Everyone was a dude. I would help my grandpa work on the tractors as a kid. He would always turn his hat around while working on them. So to me, he was always called Grandpa Dude. Now that's cool. That's cool. And they have an 8-ball for a water tower. Now where in the hell is that at? The dude. Good looking deer. Good looking deer. Thank you, Jeff. Dennis says Matt's a hell of a parts man in Crofton, Nebraska. Hey, thanks, Dennis. Good to know. Good to know. Dustin King, his tractor is called Point It and Punch It. People ask all the time, how do you drive those things? And the answer was always point it and punch it. Yeah, mini rod pullers have they're special human beings. I call it the bull riding of truck and tractor pulling. Point it and punch it. Well said. Well said, Dustin. John Mayfield says, after hours. We were told that we couldn't work on it during work hours, so after hours it is. Hey, very simple. Good looking truck. Like a 2-wheel drive naturally aspirated truck looks like. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. You can't work on it at work, but you can work on it after hours. Dustin Montgomery got his Massey Ferguson called Heart's Desire. My dad put the name on it when he built it in 1999. It got taken off, and when I got the tractor back last year, the name had to go back on. This tractor is my Heart's Desire. Now that gives you goosebumps a little bit. Good looking Massey there. Well done, Dustin. So no cage, but it's got weight bars in the middle, nothing on the front. So definitely some farm stock. He's got double cuts. So probably like an altered farm type of a tractor would be my guess on that. Sammy Hedgen Smith Moonlighter. My dad named it that. That's how it was built, by moonlighting. There you go. I'm positive that truck's out west as well. Yeah, there's mountains and the big hills in the background. Cool. I think I'll get to see that truck in Madera, California. At the bottom are upcoming polls that the Beer Bunny Promotions team is promoting. Madera, California, October 21 through 22nd. That's the Golden State Invitational. Lufkin, Texas. That's Dragging and Pulling in the Pines. And October 21 through 22 as well. Diesels and Dark Corners, November 4th and 5th in White Plains, Georgia. And Zellwood, Florida. The Zellwood Super Bowl, February 3rd through the 4th. Oh, we got some comments coming in here. Jim and Jane Humphrey had an 8210 Ford light limited super stock named Plain Jane. My wife is named Jane, so no name on side shields, a.k.a. Plain Jane. Hey, well done. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple. Janet asked if they have the Eating Dollars and Blowing Smoke Alki edition now, but that's a true light super, or big light super. It was a diesel for a long time, and now it's an alcohol tractor, but because it eats dollars every time it goes down the track. Yeah, that's clearly obvious. Thank you, Janet. That's cool. Robert Pack. Nightmare is the name of his garden tractor. Nightmare, because that's what it was, the first getting it together and lined out the first year. It was a nightmare. Let's pull that picture up a little bit. The Nightmare. Cool. Cool. Jason Morrow named his truck Casper because the first 4 years were a battle and constantly getting beat. So Casper, the friendly pulling truck. So friendly, I let everyone else win. Now that's funny. I'm guessing he doesn't do that anymore. But there's Casper. That's funny. That's funny. He let everybody else win. Jeremy Yantes, he comments on the show a lot. They're the spirit of Oliver. My grandmother started working at Oliver in 1961 and retired from WFE, that stands for White Farm Equipment, in 1989 when they were bought out by AGCO. My dad was raised on Oliver's. My brothers and I were raised on White Farm Equipment. So to bring the two generations together, replicating spirit of Oliver seemed best. And now zoom in on their side shields. You can see that even more. They got some tributes there on the sides. So very cool, Jeremy. Very, very cool. Love it. Chris Daniels, the guys, okay, so he's got the Baby Huey truck. That's up here. I think I used it as a photo. Yeah, here's Baby Huey. Awesome looking truck. That is a really soft track wherever they are. Anyway, that's Daniels. We'll go down to his explanation. The guys at work started calling me Baby Huey around the same time I started pulling. So at first I called the truck the Baby Huey Special and wrote it on the truck with white shoe polish. Later shortened it to just Baby Huey and has been for about 34 years. So that name stuck. That name definitely stuck. Joy Haveman came back again. This is the Hog Wild, like 2-wheel drive. I call them spectacular trucks, like the Orange Blossom Special, the wheel standers. Had the name when we bought it. It'll never change. Yeah, I'll never change it. That's one of those like USH, ARA, Hot Rod, the old TNT days classics that everybody knows if you've been around a while. Jacob Kern, It's called the Community Harvester. We called it the Community Harvester because it's had about 9 drivers in 20 years. Same owner and family, just lots of drivers. So it's the Community Harvester. I like that. I'll zoom in that. It's got a ROPS, rollover protection, so we might be in a altered farm or too hot to farm. Got weight brackets out front. Cool. Good looking 10. Bonnie Tucker. The truck is named Abracadabra because it's magical. We have been pulling for over 41 years. That's awesome. That's at Pull in California where they pull over. He's right on the white line too. Is Betty's Headache still pulling? I don't think so. That was, what was his name? Shoot. Is that Brunshaw? Betty's Headache. Emo Murta? I think that's Emo Murta's truck. This is that, but they pull right next to a football field in California. Chad, Boost Joist. Wicked Sensation, sung by Lynch Mob. Legal Addiction, that's self-explanatory. Thank you, Chad. Zoom in on the trucks there. So either open stock or super stock pulling trucks, got the DOT tires, got the weight bars on the front. So it's either the 485 or the 530 class would be my guess for cubes. Okay, I don't have a picture of Buckshot. Oh yeah, I do. So there's Buckshot. Good looking little rig. Buckshot, it's an 8-mile-per-hour kids John Deere garden tractor puller. My son named it. He was enjoying shooting trap at the time, and the two sports just blended. The bullet hole decals helped influence the name. Still have it. Buckshot. I'm going to zoom in on that again. I got to see the bullet hole. Probably I see a Buckshot right up there. Ricky Tiki Tavi, I would name my tractor Baby Dick. Well, tell us more, Ricky Tiki Tavi. Larry Gammon's checking in for Virginia. Only green machine we own, laugh out loud. Yeah, colorblind. This is Ken and Sydney Summers. Sydney Drive, she's got the pink helmet, but they farm all Case IH. And actually, Ken's a huge Oliver fan, and you'll see some more Oliver down the line from them. And but that's a limited pro stock that I compete against, and then colorblind because it's a green puller and everything else on the farm is red. That's a lot. Actually happens a lot with pullers. Phil Hendricks, I never got to name our out of field tractors, but I know I would name mine if I ever got one. Odd Man Out or the Outcast or Clean Fuel. It's a pulling reference or a plowing reference. Let's see here. Baby Dick. I would be making up for something I don't have. Way bigger motors, whatever needed to get the job done. Here you go, Ricky Tiki Tavi. Wasn't Ricky Tiki Tavi like a WWE wrestler? Peter Lawrence, no chance I'll ever have my dream tractor. One for me and one for my friends to try out. Out there pulling team. Somewhere and way. Okay. True Grit. Brad Hayes, because if you heard the story of what it took to not only build it out but afford it, it took a lot of grit. That's awesome. Well done, Brad. Looks like a 3.6 truck as well. I see DOT tires. I see duals, I think, on the back. Good picture by my buddy Jesse Post. Corey Code. Okay, so he had the cool truck up top, the black one, earlier, and then Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels is named after my father's division in Vietnam. He built it and named it around 1980. Now that is a cool looking rig. Is that an old Dodge? I think it is. I am not a truck aficionado. Is that an old Ford? That's an old Ford. I'm sorry. That's going to wind everybody up. Marty Selman was explaining to me the bump outs and non-bump outs on the Fords, or there's a certain year. I don't remember exactly what he told me, but we talked about that this summer when I did our behind the helmet with the Selmans and the Rat Track Ford truck. So that's cool, Corey. Thank you for all that. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Yeah. So let's see. I'll refresh that one quick. See if any new ones popped up on the owl. There's a scrap. There's a picture of Scrappy. I put that up there. We might have one more in here. That might have been my comments. Oh, here we go. Night Moves, Darren Horstmeyer. Night Moves because of several reasons seems to fit our sport. Mostly pulling is done at night. I love the song that goes without saying. But the main reason is because Carl Smith was one of my favorite pullers throughout the year. And when he retired, we were looking for a name. I contacted him and he gave us his blessing. So we are honored to name our tractor Night Moves after the nicest people and coolest tractors to ever compete. Yeah, that was a bad pro stock. Bad like good. Bad like good. That's what I'm trying to say there. Okay, well, that's my show today, guys, for how and why did you name your pulling tractor what you did. So I'll be sharing some of those around, different things like that. Tomorrow night, so every Monday night at 7, we do a Badger State live called Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. That's going to be always John Stranley, one of the announcers, and Greg Elsey, the president of Badger State, and I'm on there as well. Then at 8 o'clock, we do Let's Grow Pulling live. We always got Charles Posch, Paul Romack, Brian Rusink, Cody Vanderholm, and Brent Yarn are the main commentators on there. We get some guests as well. Tomorrow, we got Brent Payne, the Galat team, GMS, Jeans Machine, out of Ohio. And we're going to be talking with him tomorrow night about his whole thing, him and his dad, Color of Money. And then Tuesday night is the Outlaw Show at 7. And then Wednesday night is West Coast Truck and Tractor Pullers. And I believe MLM Motorsports, Brian Massetti is going to come on, and we're going to announce the drivers list for their Golden State Invitational, October 21 through 22 in Madera, California. So yes, very good responses from the pullers, Chuck. And I just posted that a couple hours ago. So this could get really, really popular. I'm guessing it will. It's getting pretty good traction on the Beer Money page. I'll refresh one more time to see if we got any more new ones on there. Again, if you're looking for a Beer Money hat, T-shirt, hoodie, go to, or we got Big Rig Tees now as well. Heck, I'll just go over there quick. I'm not afraid to promote. Let's see here. I'll bring the screen up. Show you all the stuff you can get. And we're doing 10% off with coupon code California until October 15th. BeerMoneyPullingTeam.com. Our website comes up. Click on Beer Money Gear. And we should have a lot of stuff for you to buy. So everything's 10% off. You just got to use coupon code California when you check out. So we got a Big Rig Tee beanie, back in black, Big Rig Tee. That's some new merch we have. Whoa, shoot. Sorry about that, guys. Bare Necessities, that's really popular, but you can see it all on here. Hats, T-shirts, hoodies. We got stuff for the kids. We got Future Puller stuff. Those have been selling really well. I want to highlight those. Koozies, hats, hoodies. There's the Future Puller. These are for the kids. We have small kid sizes. We finally got that done. Hope is our merch queen. She did that. We have youth 6-month, youth 12-month, 18-month, youth 2T, 3T, youth 2-4, 6-8, and a youth 10-12 medium. So use coupon code California, save 10% off. Hey, thanks for watching my live, guys. And then we'll be back with something else soon. I don't know what it'll be, but I'll do something. I promise. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.